And Mom and Calf opted to take the exit ramp towards Walmart. And if you're ever tempted to give a baby moose a lift, better to vamoose. Jeannie Mose, CNN, New York.
We often say if there's a moose encounter, stay away. They
Yes.
are angry
Yeah,
animals.
and especially don't mess with a mother moose.
No, never any. But the calf is so gangly with its
Yeah,
legs.
so cute.
So cute. Glad they finally figured it out.
Yeah.
All right, folks, a quick look outside. I'm going to get you ready in your first alert weather forecast that's coming up.
Plus, an arrest has been made in a shooting that took place in Kennewick yesterday. The suspect only 16 years old. And an announcement by the Benton County Elections Division says there will be a measure on the ballot to decide the fate of 3 Richland School Board members. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. Good Wednesday morning, Jill.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day, and we're going to continue to see the beautifulness. And I am enjoying the cooler temperatures, though, as opposed to what we saw.
It's a nice reprieve, and we know that later in the summer those hot temperatures are going to be coming.
If you're a fan, they are going to be coming back, but it's just a little bit of a break. Let's take a look outside at our lovely Skycam at Columbia Point, and whew, it is beautiful this morning, ample sunshine, and we're going to continue to see that, though we do have a bit more cloud coverage than we've had for the last couple of mornings. A little bit more cloud coverage, especially in Yakima and Toppin. There's still some blue sky and sunshine mixed in with that. And again, for the next 2 evenings, we have a chance of seeing a little bit of shower activity, Ellensburg and Yakima. Other than that, we're looking pretty fine. We even thought we might see a little bit of scattered thunderstorms today, but that looks to be dissipating. So plenty of sunshine for the Yakima region. We're up in the upper 70s today, as opposed to being the mid to lower 70s earlier this week. Could see 80 degrees for the Tri-Cities as we slowly build up towards those mid to upper 80s by Saturday, and in Walla Walla warming up as well. So folks, get ready for a beautiful Wednesday. I'll get you and your family ready for this holiday weekend coming up. Should be nice, but we do have a cool down to talk about. All of your forecast, that's in a bit, but for right now, let's head back to Jill.
A shooting investigation is underway in Kennewick. Witnesses told police someone got out of a car in the area of West Clearwater and North Union Street and started shooting just before 1:30 yesterday afternoon. At around 3 o'clock, a 16-year-old male suspect was arrested around the 4200 block of West Albany for assault first degree. He was booked into the Juvenile Justice Center. Police say this is still an active investigation. A fire broke out near Juniper Dunes yesterday afternoon. The call for help came in just before 3:30. A pile of hay bales caught fire. It quickly spread to brush nearby. Several fire agencies responded, and once it was put out, crews stayed on scene for hours to monitor the situation and make sure no hot spots remained. It's not yet known what sparked the fire. The Kennewick Fire Department responded to a house fire Monday night, the third one in just more than 24 hours. It's kept firefighters from all over the area busy in what's already proving to be an early wildfire season. Cap KVUE's Alyssa Warner tells us what fire officials are asking of you.
3 house fires in just more than 24 hours in Kennewick. This on top of responding to area wildfires and assisting other local agencies with their fire troubles. On Sunday evening, the Zintel Creek Canyon fire burned 25 to 30 acres and ignited a house fire. The house was a total loss, leaving 5 people without a place to go home to. Firefighters responded to other fire emergencies Monday, but another fire, this time at a garage on the 5700 block of Entiet Place, just before 3 p.m. Firefighters responded quickly, breaking into the garage to put out the blaze. One resident there was treated for smoke inhalation. Just before 7:30 p.m. Monday night, fire crews from Kennewick, Pasco, and Benton County Fire District 1 responded to a home on Garfield Street. Fire officials say this fire appears to have started on the back patio of the home and spread quickly through the backyard and the house. Everyone inside got out okay, but now 8 people need to find temporary housing as the fire caused too much damage. Kennewick Fire Chief Chad Michael says he wants people to think before doing any activities that could result in a fire. With our dry and windy conditions, even what appears to be a harmless activity could quickly become an emergency, not only for themselves, but for others around them. Michael also asks people who see a fire to report it immediately, as early detection is key in getting the fire under control.
The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says a teen died after being thrown from a makeshift raft on the Cle Elum River. Authorities say a group of 7 people from the Moses Lake and Warden area gathered to float the river on Saturday. The raft got caught and then swamped by fast-moving water. 6 members of the group were able to get to shore. About 2 hours later, rescue divers found a 17-year-old's body trapped under a submerged log. Authorities say he was wearing a flotation device, but the river at this time is too high and too rough for even the most experienced swimmers. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office says the remains of a missing man out of Walla Walla County have been found. 47-year-old Guadalupe Ande Benavides was reported missing on April 20th. Yesterday morning, a red Ford truck was located in a wheat field inside a steep and remote ravine in North Walla Walla County. The truck matched the one Benavides was last seen driving. Benavides' remains were located inside. Authorities do not suspect foul play. The Benton County Elections Division says an effort to recall several Richland School Board members will be on the August primary ballot. A lot has happened since a board meeting last year started the issue. Cap KVU's Madeline Hagan brings us up to speed.
This was February 15th, 2022, the Richland School Board meeting that has led to a legal battle involving the Washington State Supreme Court, ultimately ending with 3 board members on a recall ballot. So how did we get here? The statewide mask mandate for schools was still in place on February 15th of 2022. That's when a special meeting was held with a resolution titled Local Control.
And I move that effective immediately, we vote to go to mask choice for the Richland School District throughout the school district, and that's effective immediately.
Immediately following the mask choice vote, board member Rick Janssens took issue with the matter, claiming he was blindsided by this issue.
I was led to believe that we were talking about a local control resolution about a resolution to send to the governor's office in Reichdahl. And that's what we've been talking about as a board. So first, I believe this is out of order. Second, I believe the vote itself is illegal.
This led to the district closing for 2 days while the board and superintendent sorted things out to ensure they didn't lose state funding. The rest has been a year-long legal battle. Weeks after this special meeting, an effort to recall Byrd, Williams, and Byrd began. The group originally accused the trio of 12 claims, but only 3 of them have been verified by the Washington State Supreme Court. A lawyer who formerly represented the trio said when the petition was brought before a Benton County judge, Byrd, Williams, and Byrd did not get the chance to present their evidence disputing claims made by the recall group. In May 2022, Judge Norma Rodriguez ruled the recall petition met state standards. At that time, the 3 board members had 15 days to appeal to the state Supreme Court. In late April of this year, the Supreme Court issued a slip opinion saying of all the charges brought against the trio, 3 can appear on the ballot. The Benton County Auditor's Office says enough signatures were gathered from community members to get this matter on the August primary. The 3 have been accused of violating the Open Public Meetings Act, violating the law by withdrawing the mask mandate, and violating district policies.
This has been a very charged matter on both sides of the recall. Resist the Recall supporters are adamant the mask mandate was not law or a part of the RCW. Funding would not have been lost, and removing the mask mandate was to support the mental health of students in the Richland School District. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, another beautiful morning, and we expect more sunshine on the way today. I'll get you ready for midweek in my First Alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, budget cuts by the city of Yakima are incoming as the city is asking departments to cut their budget by 10%.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg-related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can save more and get more for your home, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase and no down payment required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets all on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, the city of Yakima could see a shortfall of $7 to $8 million in the general fund in the next few years. Cap KVU's Emily Goodell tells us the city asked departments that rely on that fund to make significant cuts. And in the case of Yakima Fire, that could mean shutting down a station.
Most of the city of Yakima's general fund goes to public safety, which officials say means they can't be exempt from cuts if they want the budget balanced. It's okay for 2023 and 2024, but
looking at projections, it doesn't appear as though we'll have revenue to support the expenditures in our general fund in a couple of years.
$7 to $8 million short means big cuts are needed soon, and about 10% for departments that rely on that general fund. The Yakima Fire Department already struggling with understaffing.
We're making progress in filling some of the vacancies that will help on the overtime, but there's still some gaps in that, so we'll have to implement something, much sooner, like within 2 to 3 weeks.
And now having to look at $1.7 million worth of cuts in the long run.
89% of our fire department budget is dedicated to personnel, salary, and benefits. The only way that we can make a reduction of that size.
By eliminating 12 firefighter positions, only 3 of which are currently vacant.
We have one less company running out of the busiest station in town, or we close a fire station.
Fire officials say if they did have to close a station, it would likely be here at Station 92, which is on the western edge of the city. They say that's because it's the station that gets the least amount of calls per year.
But still, even at the least, in 2022, they responded to 1,457 calls.
Calls other stations would still have to respond to with less people. That means a slower response across the city, a concern for EMTs.
Patients with cardiac arrest, early intervention and early transport are the key to their, survival rates being higher.
Fire officials say they are pitching City Council the idea of becoming a regional fire authority independent of the city with their own funding source. But it's an idea that hasn't gained traction in the past. They'll know more after the study session Tuesday night. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KView, Local News.
Thank you, Emily. Well, Yakima police are also looking at significant cuts, including their crime-free housing program, fingerprinting services, and 10 vacant officer positions. Coming up, there was a very special visitor at a Pasco Middle School yesterday, and Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from Ochoa Middle School to tell us what it was like when the school's namesake came into town. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. That's next. Let me get you ready for your Wednesday and your holiday weekend. Good Morning Northwest returns right after this.
It's the Walker's Furniture and Mattress Holiday Sale, where you can save more and get more on the new Serta iComfort Eco and Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattresses. Or get special 5 years no interest financing with no money down, including big savings on Purple. And get more, like up to $300 in free furniture and a $100 gift card with purchase.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday on KapKV Local News at 6.
Next live, Haley Steinfeld from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Plus Michael Urie. And we reveal Idol's Encore winner.
Today at 9 on KapKV. The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Now, KapKV First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to midweek. Hope you're having a good one so far. Plenty of blue sky, but we're seeing a little bit of cloud coverage throughout our areas this morning. Still, it's going to be a fine morning. We're a little chilly again, but still just slowly warming up towards our weekend. Not much wind, and again, very nice weekend, especially Saturday if you're looking for a bit warmer temperatures is on the way. But looks like nice conditions, plenty of sunshine for our Memorial Day weekend. So right now we're in the mid to upper 40s, a couple lower 50s in there. We have a little bit more cloud coverage this morning, Ellensburg, Yakima, Toppenish, so we're a touch warmer in those areas. So our temperature trend as we move along into the rest of our work week, we're just slowly warming up. Today we're going to be right around our averages, which is in the pretty much mid 70s for most of our areas, 78 for the Tri-Cities. So just above our average, and we're going to continue to just incrementally build up towards Saturday, where all of our areas should be in the 80s, if not upper 70s, and a little cooler for the rest of the weekend, but still nice conditions are on the way. Skywatch radar, no precipitation, but we are looking again, a little bit of cloud coverage, Yakima Valley, Toppenish area. In our futurecast, let's take a little bit of a macro look, and we have two low pressure systems that are out kind of protecting, you could say, the Pacific Northwest. That's why our weather pattern really hasn't changed for the past couple of days, and that will continue to be the source of just little bits of shower activity coming into the Ellensburg, Yakima areas we head into this evening and again tomorrow evening. We've been seeing that rinse and repeat for the past couple of days. Tomorrow morning, perfect. Going to be plenty of sunshine, and then we'll be seeing, again, a little bit of a disturbance in the Cascades. Could bleed over into Yakima, Toppenish. And then as we move into Friday, looking nice. And again, folks, more sunshine than not really for the week ahead, especially by the time we get to Saturday, Sunday, and into the early part of our next work week. Wind speeds, they are light, and they're going to continue to be light for the next couple of days at least. They'll pick up as we get to, it looks like Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. So a little bit of breezy conditions at times, but still no real wind events in the next week ahead at least. So for our 7-day forecast for today, we're in those upper 70s. I was just thinking of 7s all over the board. Upper 7s for Yakima and 70s for Yakima and Toppenish. 73 still staying a little cooler in Ellensburg. In the Mid-Columbia, upper 70s to a couple lower 80s there. And in the lovely Blue Mountain region, we're in those mid 70s as well. As all of our areas are just a couple degrees warmer than yesterday, and we're just going to a couple of degrees warmer by tomorrow, a couple more by Friday, and going to peak at Saturday, and then pretty much for the week ahead, we're right around that 80-degree mark, say for Saturday, and that includes our Memorial Day Monday. Overnight lows in the 50s for the week ahead as well, and a little bit more sunshine as we get to our weekend and our next work week. Just very lovely conditions on the way. In the Tri-Cities area, lower 80s today and tomorrow, mid to upper 80s Friday and Saturday, and then mid 80s Sunday into our next work week, including that Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is looking nicer and nicer the closer we get to it. So again, those two low pressure systems kind of protecting our areas at the moment in the northwest, just keeping things very sunny, not too warm, just still above average, and again, slowly warming towards Saturday. But folks, a nice Wednesday is on the way.
A Pasco Middle School had a very special visitor yesterday. In fact, it was the person the school was named after. Veteran astronaut Dr. Ellen Ochoa spoke with middle schoolers at Ochoa Middle School in a special and musical assembly. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the middle school. Riley, tell us about the two performances that took place at Ochoa Middle School yesterday.
Yes, Jill, this was a very special visit, not only for the students, but also for Dr. Ellen Ochoa. She was NASA's first ever Hispanic woman to go to space and went on to become the director of NASA's Johnson Space Center. She's now retired, but she says she had a great time visiting the school that was named after her more than 20 years ago.
You know, it's sort of the highest honor I can think of. Certainly, 20 years ago or so when I first heard about this, I couldn't have imagined a school being named for me.
Dr. Ochoa says education was so important to her that having a school named after her was the best thing she could ever think of. Now there are 7 schools named after her across the country. And not only a school, but a piece of music was also composed last year in her honor by Ochoa Middle School music teacher Alan Madsen.
Well, we performed the first time just for the community. This year we got to perform it for the student body. They've never heard it before. So this was the school's first time to hear the piece along with Dr. Ochoa.
The performance, she says, was
fantastic. What a great orchestra. And I was surprised at how large it was, how many students are interested in playing. And it sounds like Mr. Madsen's just doing a wonderful job.
They were very nervous. Every one of them, even this morning, was saying, Mr. I am so nervous for this. But I could just tell by the smiles they really enjoyed it.
In a predominantly Hispanic city and school, it was surely inspiring to have the first Hispanic woman to ever go to space, not only as the school's namesake, but also have her visit. Music has been a big role in Dr. Ochoa's life, and in fact, she still plays the flute. After the performance of Reach for the Stars, she picked up her flute and played along with the fight song.
The previous band director here, John Nelson, he was the one that wrote the fight song, and he had sent me the music a number of years ago. And so when I've been on assemblies before, because he knew I played the flute, he asked me to sit in. So I'm glad I got another chance to do it today.
This was Dr. Ochoa's 5th visit to Ochoa Middle School in the last 20 years. And excuse me so much, that was named in her honor. The last visit took place in 2015, so it's been a couple years, but it was definitely a welcoming embrace. Live in Pasco with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. We brought you a story back in March about a Yakima bookstore that was potentially closing its doors, but thanks to a new owner, it won't be. The buyer has always dreamed of owning a bookstore and decided when she saw Encore Books was closing that she would take it over. She's planning to keep the same policies about trading in books for credit and the balance on those accounts. She's also looking forward to making changes like adding more manga books and new releases, updating the children's section, and partnering with local authors for events.
It's just been like a dream from the very beginning. I never thought it would happen this early in life, but it happened sort of naturally, and it was a blessing.
The store hours have changed, so the bookstore is closed on Saturdays, but it's open Monday through Friday 10 to 5:30 and Sunday 10 to 4. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, streaming giant Netflix is cracking down on account sharing starting today. What this could mean for your account next.
Craving Rock My World bold flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Total Energy Management has been serving the Tri-Cities area with superior HVAC service for over 38 years. Our priority is to exceed consumer and client expectations with innovative Carrier products in a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment. It's time to beat the cold with Carrier's Cool Cash rebate of up to $1,750. Turn to the experts at Total Energy Management and save on your next home comfort system.
Red or white. At Coyote Canyon, we've got you covered. If you love red, try our Italian Sangiovese, French Grenache, or Spanish Tempranillo. Like what you taste? Wine Club. Come visit our tasting room in Prosser. Coyote Canyon is calling.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade, it's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy, it's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Okay, I think we're all aware that most cell companies only give you the lowest price when you sign up for multiple lines.
What? Multiple lines?
Hello? Yeah, one sec. But US Cellular gives you just one line for $29.99 with unlimited data.
Just one line with unlimited data.
So you don't have to get more lines than you need.
No, you hang up.
Are you even listening, guy who never looks up from his phone?
Oh, not for me, I just say it.
Okay, so no, you're not listening.
Get one line for $29.99, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
This newscast sponsored by Mattress Depot, USA.
6:26 on this Wednesday morning. Well, Netflix is moving forward with its banning of password sharing. And here in the United States, it starts today. ABC's Lionel Moyes has more.
Do you love me?
I love you! The days of sharing your account with your bestie to binge Bridgerton or Stranger Things are over.
What'd you say? Say it again! I dare you to say it again!
After warning for quite some time, Netflix is officially cracking down on password sharing.
I don't like this, Christy! Wake up!
The streaming giant sending this reminder to customers that says a Netflix account is for use by one household. Everyone living in that household can use Netflix wherever they are, at home, on the go, on holiday, and take advantage of new features like transfer profile and manage access and devices.
Netflix is going to be looking at users' IP addresses to determine where they're sitting at any particular moment, not to gather geographic data for other purposes.
At one point, the company estimated 100 million people worldwide were freeloading, using someone else's password. For someone who lives outside your household, their profile can be converted to a new membership that they pay for. Or you can shell out an additional $7.99 a month to keep them on your account. Analysts have long said this could set a new standard.
Whatever Netflix decides to do, probably a lot of other services are going to emulate that in some way.
Customers wasting no time giving their take.
This is so annoying. This is horrible. This is going to make their subscribers drop, but also have their subscribers increase, because some people are just going to pay for the subscription because they're going to be like, whatever, I just need to watch Netflix. And some people are just going to be like, what Netflix, bye, like I'm out.
Netflix told shareholders earlier this year that the crackdown has been successful in other markets, and they aren't worried about people canceling. In Canada, for example, the membership base actually soared higher before the crackdown, as customers set up their own accounts and added a member. Coming up, the town of Uvalde remembers the victims of a mass shooting at Robb Elementary 1 year after that tragedy. That's next. Good morning, Northwest.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep the flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
From Camp K-View, this is Medically Speaking.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we want to remind you your oral health is important. We know that life can get busy. Don't let your family's oral health take a back seat. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we offer extended hours. That's right, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. We want you to smile healthy and live happy. No insurance? No problem. At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
It's great to see ya. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day sales event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
1 year after the deadly mass shooting at Robb Elementary, the town of Uvalde remembers those lost. And the FBI is spotted at the home of the man accused of crashing a U-Haul truck into security barriers outside the White House.
And we continue to slowly warm up this week with a nice Wednesday on the way. Can't wait to tell you about it. My first alert weather forecast.
From Camp K-View Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Wednesday. Good Wednesday morning, Jill.
It's kind of a picture-perfect day.
It is a bit picture. We have a little bit of cloud coverage, but exactly, that makes it actually a little more picturesque. Let's show the people what we're talking about. We've had just some beautiful shots from our Skycam today. This one from our Legends Casino Skycam in Toppenish, and a little bit of cloud coverage over the lovely Cascades. But folks, just get ready for beautiful, beautiful conditions as we head into our morning. And again, a little bit of cloud coverage, but it's keeping it a tad warmer for Yakima and Toppenish and into the Ellensburg areas. The rest of our region seeing plenty of sunshine, and we are warming up today. Again, we were dealing with mid to lower 70s to start our week. Today, we're in mostly the upper 70s, maybe even some lower 80s. Now, Ellensburg a little cooler at 73. But other than that, we're looking at a very nice day today. Now, we do have two low-pressure systems in the northwest, which are kind of ruling the roost, keeping our temperatures and our conditions pretty much the same. But they're also churning in a little bit of shower activity possibilities for Yakima and Ellensburg tonight and especially tomorrow evening. Besides that, more sunshine is on the way and pretty darn nice conditions towards our weekend. I'll get you ready for that holiday weekend coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Today marks 1 year since a gunman took the lives of 19 students and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. The small community has continued its journey through grief, healing, and activism. ABC's Melissa Adon shares some of their stories.
Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas is the site of one of the deadliest school shootings in American history after 19 innocent children and 2 beloved teachers were killed here last year. Since then, families have been fighting for greater transparency, accountability, and to raise the minimum legal age to buy an assault-style rifle in Texas to 21.
21! So like another kid won't go through what me and my friends went through.
10-year-old Caitlin Gonzalez, who survived the mass shooting in Uvalde, now travels the country, uniting with other survivors as they call for change.
I shouldn't have to be here speaking. I'm only 10 years old, but I am because my friends have no voice no more.
Students and teachers inside Robb Elementary spent more than an hour trapped inside their school as a lone gunman took over 2 classrooms armed with an AR-style rifle he purchased days after he turned 18. That long delay still causing agony and outrage in the community as law enforcement waited 77 minutes before they breached classrooms 111 and 112, finally killing the gunman. Inside classroom 109 was Daniel Garza.
All we heard was like gunshots. Everybody was scared. When the cops broke the window, the sun like shined in the classroom.
Daniel is among the survivors who is now in 5th grade, but the community mourns the loss of the 19 other kids who had so many hopes and dreams but won't get to realize them. 9-year-old Jackie Casares dreamed of going to Paris. Tess Mata, who at 10 years old loved the Houston Astros and playing softball. 4th grader Lexi Rubio wanted to be a lawyer and was very studious. Lexi's mom getting her artwork tattooed on her arm.
I was excited to have on me a piece of art that Lexi drew. Not many people know Lexi as an artist, but she was.
It's us, and it says, "The best mom," and "I love my mom," and by Lexi.
Plans are moving forward to demolish Robb Elementary School, according to Uvalde leaders. Officials here also say they're moving closer to finalizing a plan to get access to police records, which will show them if any law enforcement officers ought to be fired or even disciplined for their slow response to the shooting. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Uvalde, Texas.
FBI agents were seen at the Missouri home of the man accused of crashing a U-Haul truck near the White House. On Tuesday, a steady stream of investigators went in and out of the home in Chesterfield, just outside of St. Louis. 19-year-old Sai Kandula is in custody in Washington, D.C. He faces several charges, including threatening to kill or harm a president, vice president, or family member. According to law enforcement, Kandula told police he wanted to kidnap and harm President Biden. Police say Kandula had a Nazi flag and praised Hitler. He's expected in federal court today. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Already a beautiful morning awaiting you as you head out the door. Maybe you have a little bit of a jacket on, but folks, we have a beautiful day to talk about and a beautiful weekend as well. Can't wait to tell you about it. My forecast coming right up.
Plus, a man cycling across the country is usually a big enough story on its own, but in this case, it's his unique traveling companion that's making headlines.
Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on Cap KView.
Riding a motorcycle is a great way to travel, but if someone turns in front of you, you're in the danger zone. If you've been hurt in an accident, find out what your rights are under the law. Call Alan Brecky Law Offices.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Bard and Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
Next ET, Garth Brooks' Sin City Takeover. His new residency revealed.
I gotta tell you this.
Will Adele join him on stage?
I can imagine it every day.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco will be open Memorial Weekend, Saturday to Monday, 1 to 5:45 p.m. to kick off the summer swim season. Stop by this weekend and register to win a family season pass, good for a family of 4, sponsored by Darigold. Cool off with us this weekend at Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco for all the fun. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving exclusively in members' mailboxes this week. Our 20-page book has store-wide savings in every department. Find what you need for spring and summer home projects, indoor and out, for less. Plus, find all the perfect gear you need in sporting goods for your next great Northwest adventure. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Craving Rock My World bowl flavors only Taco Time can deliver? Congratulations! Crushing your craving just got easier. Taco Time, online and on demand. Dream delivered. You're welcome. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
Like compound interest, our legal experience grows on a daily basis. Counting me, we have over 100 years in experience representing accident victims. Call us if you need help.
Call 735-0546.
Today at 11 after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3.
You've got a date with Access Daily today at 11 after The View on Cap KView.
Next live, Haley Steinfeld from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Plus Michael Urie. And we reveal Idol's Encore winner.
Today at 9 on Cap KView.
Time right now is 6:40. Welcome back. You're about to meet a bicyclist who rode across the entire country. Caleb Wurntz is now in Maine, but let's be honest, it's really the cat who's been by his side the entire time that you want to meet. And her name is Marilyn Monroe.
I get it. She's been with Wurntz ever since he started riding after he lost his home and job during the COVID pandemic. Hi, buddy. He says having a feline companion makes it easier to make new friends on the road. I bet it does.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. Wurntz has actually written a couple of books about the experience, one from his own perspective and one from Monroe's. It's a pretty laid-back life, and Wurntz says he has no real itinerary. Maybe he'll stay in Maine for the summer, maybe for a year, or maybe longer than that.
I've noticed that my life is unique enough and like pursuing adventure enough that people are inspired, and so I want to help people to follow their heart and to do what it takes to be happy.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I'd like to hear Marilyn Monroe's perspective on the journey.
But I mean, this guy's doing the heavy work and they're focusing on the cat.
I know.
But,
I know. No, he deserves a lot of credit.
He deserves a lot of credit. But then again, it does make him easier to approach when he's got a nice cat on a leash there.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Very cool. So follow your dreams, I think is the point there. All right, folks, let's take a look outside. I have your first alert weather forecast. Let me get you ready for your Wednesday coming up next.
And we'll be checking back in with Riley Fitzgerald at Ochoa Middle School as one teacher had a very special performance planned for the school's namesake. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. For a limited time, enjoy one of the best promotional opportunities of the year at the Spencer Carlson Memorial Day Sale Event, May 18th through the 31st. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day Sales Event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease a 2023 Kia Niro EV Wind for $349 per month or purchase for just $41,349. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
At Mattress Depot USA, we believe everyone is entitled to a good night's sleep regardless of their credit situation. That's why we're approving everyone for up to $1,200 towards the purchase of a new mattress with no credit needed. You spend a third of your life in bed, and a comfortable mattress is essential for providing quality of life. $3,000 credit, 100-day savings cash with no credit needed. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
It's the Ford Big Deal Memorial Day Sales Event. Choose from big deals and great rates on new trucks and SUVs now through May 31st. Get 0% APR and $1,000 on a qualifying trade for a 2023 Edge, Escape, or Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan. Now, Cap KVUE First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Oh, we've made it to midweek. Hope you're having a good one so far. Beautiful conditions this morning, ample sunshine. We do have a bit more cloud coverage in the sky, but it makes it just a little more picturesque. So slowly warming up towards our weekend. Our apex is going to be Saturday. We do have light winds and pretty much till we get to our weekend as well. And folks, just a very nice weekend is on deck. It looks like even more sunshine for your weekend, including Memorial Day itself. So right now, mid to upper 40s to lower 50s, just a little bit warmer this morning, and that's kind of going to be the trend for today. We're just going to be a little bit warmer across the board. We'll continue to be just incrementally a little bit warmer towards that apex, which is going to be Saturday right at 88. For the week ahead for the Tri-Cities, we're going to be in the 80s, so that means all of our areas will be in the mid to upper 70s to mid to lower 80s for the week ahead. Should be very nice. And again, today we finally get just slightly above our average for all of our cities, and we'll continue to be just slightly above our average as we move into our weekend and the next week. So Skywatch radar free and clear from precipitation. Again, a little bit of cloud coverage still sticking around for Yakima and Toppenish areas. So in our futurecast, just want to show you a little macro look at the Northwest. These two low pressure systems kind of ruling the roost for the past couple of days. It is keeping our weather patterns very similar. That's why we're just slowly warming up, but it's also churning in just a little bit of shower activity, which is possible tonight and tomorrow night for the Yakima and Ellensburg areas. Here's what I'm talking about. As we move along in our day, we're seeing plenty of sunshine, and again, just a hint of shower activity possible for Ellensburg and Yakima. As we get to overnight into tomorrow morning, quite a bit of clear skies. Then as we get to tomorrow evening, a little bit more cloud coverage, and yes, chance of some shower activity, Yakima and Toppenish. That'll move along, though, very quickly if it does come, and that could involve a little bit of thunder and lightning. But besides that, we're seeing mostly sunny skies, especially as we get to Saturday and into our next work week. So wind speeds light right now, and they're going to remain more or less light, 10 mile per hour to less for the next couple of days. By our weekend, though, 10 to 15 mile per hour. So a little bit of breezy conditions, but no real wind events on the way. Mid to upper 70s, Yakima Valley, a little cooler in Ellensburg, right at 73 today. Our highs are rest of our areas, mid to upper 70s to lower 80s. Just a gorgeous Wednesday. And again, just slightly warmer than yesterday. 7-day forecast for Yakima. Again, 2 degrees difference between tomorrow into Friday, and then a little bit warmer for your Saturday. Then we'll be cooling down. But look at all of this ample sunshine for our weekend into Memorial Day. Should be quite nice, folks, for the next couple days, if not for the week ahead. In the Tri-Cities, we're in the lower to mid 80s through Friday, then 88 by Saturday, and then mid 80s for Sunday into our next work week. Overnight lows mostly in the 50s for the week ahead. Do have that outlier 61 Friday into Saturday. So do get ready for a beautiful day today. You're going to be leaving the door with plenty of sunshine outside, steadily warming up as we move along into our weekend. A very nice Memorial Day weekend is on the way. Good weekend also for traveling, heading outdoors, picnics, whatever you want to do with your family. And again, folks, maybe a quick spritz tonight and especially tomorrow night for Yakima and Ellensburg.
A Pasco Middle School had a very special visitor yesterday. In fact, it was the person the school was named after. Veteran astronaut Dr. Ellen Ochoa spoke with middle schoolers at Ochoa Middle School in a special and musical assembly. Cap KVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live from the middle school. And Riley, this was a very special event for one of those teachers in particular.
Yes, Jill, it was a very special event. It was a dream for Alan Madsen, Ochoa Middle School music teacher. He says, based on a quote by Dr. Ellen Ochoa, "Don't be afraid to reach for the stars." He composed a piece of music that was dedicated to the astronaut and school namesake, as well as dedicated to the students. And I met him last year when the song was finished, before they played it for the first time at the orchestra's final concert. Now, Dr. Ochoa couldn't make it last year, but she came this year just to hear it live and visit with the school. Madsen says the piece, "Reach for the Stars," had exactly the effect he wanted it to have on the students.
I feel like the project was a success. The kids seemed to really like the piece that was dedicated to them, and we have put a lot of hours into it these past few months getting ready for this performance today. But I really feel that it's helped them feel a part of the music community in the school and have a sense of culture in the school, a place where they belong, and that was what I was hoping for.
Dr. Ochoa has visited the school 5 times now, but the last visit was in 2015. Ochoa Middle School in Pasco is the first of 7 schools across the country to be named after NASA's very first Hispanic woman to go to space. That is Dr. Ellen Ochoa. It was a very special visit indeed. Live in Pasco with Good Morning Northwest, I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Thank you, Riley. We will be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a Family Feud contestant on trial for murder. This was Timothy Bleefnick in 2020, appearing on an episode of Family Feud.
What's the biggest mistake you made at your wedding?
Honey, I love you, but said I do. Not my mistake. Not my mistake. I love my wife. I'm going to get in trouble for that, aren't I?
Yeah. Now he stands accused of murdering the woman he said "I do" to. Prosecutors allege Bleefnick shot the mother of his 3 boys 14 times in 2021, while the estranged couple was amidst a turbulent divorce.
No, the last minute of Becky's life were spent in fear, in pain, in terror.
So what is Bleefnick's defense strategy? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrea Fujii, ABC News, New York.
My husband and I have never been more active.
Shingles doesn't care.
I go to spin classes with my coworkers.
Good for you. Shingles doesn't care. Because no matter how healthy you feel, your risk of shingles sharply increases after age 50. But Shingrix protects. Proven over 90% effective, Shingrix is a vaccine used to prevent shingles in adults 50 years and older. Shingrix does not protect everyone and is not for those with severe allergic reactions to its ingredients or to a previous dose. An increased risk of Guillain-Barré syndrome was observed after getting Shingrix. Fainting can also happen. The most common side effects are pain, redness and swelling at the injection site, muscle pain, tiredness, headache, shivering, fever, and upset stomach. Shingles doesn't care, but Shingrix protects. Shingrix is now $0 for almost everyone. Ask your doctor about Shingrix today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment. But first, a look at this morning's top stories. A shooting investigation is underway in Kennewick. Witnesses told police someone got out of a car in the area of West Clearwater and North Union Street and started shooting just before 1:30 yesterday afternoon. At around 3 o'clock, a 16-year-old male suspect was arrested around the 4200 block of West Albany for assault first degree. He was booked into the Juvenile Justice Center. Police say this is still an active investigation. A fire broke out near Juniper Dunes yesterday afternoon. The call for help came in just before 3:30. A pile of hay bales caught fire and quickly spread to nearby brush. Several fire agencies responded, and once it was put out, crews stayed on scene for hours to monitor the situation and make sure no hot spots remained. It's not yet known what sparked the fire. The Benton County Elections Division says an effort to recall several Richland School Board members will be on the August primary ballot. The three have been accused of violating the Open Public Meetings Act, violating the law by withdrawing the mask mandate, and violating district policies. The Resist the Recall effort has remained adamant removing the mandate was to better students' mental health, and a mandate is not law because it wasn't written into the revised Code of Washington. The city of Yakima could see a shortfall of $7 to $8 million in the general fund in the next few years, and the Yakima Fire Department presented its proposed cuts last night. Departments have been asked to make a 10% cut. Fire officials say it could mean a loss of $1.7 million for the department. Since most of their budget is for personnel, that's where they'd have to make the cut. Fire officials say they are pitching the idea of becoming a regional fire authority independent of the city. Washington State University is putting a temporary freeze on hiring for all vacant positions in the athletics department. WSU President Kirk Schultz says that closing out the fiscal year is going to be more challenging than originally thought. Pac-12 schools are getting a lot less money, and they're still working out a deal to figure out where the games will be aired. Moving the Pac-12 headquarters went over budget, and WSU athletic projects also went over budget due to a lack of documentation. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says a teen died after being thrown from a makeshift raft on the Cle Elum River. Authorities say a group of 7 people gathered to float the river on Saturday, but the raft got caught and then swamped by fast-moving water. 6 members were able to get to shore. About 2 hours later, rescue divers found a 17-year-old's body trapped under a submerged log. Authorities say he was wearing a flotation device, but the river was too high and too rough. A Yakima bookstore was potentially closing its doors, but thanks to a new owner, it won't be. The buyer has always dreamed of owning a bookstore and decided when she saw Encore Books was closing that she would take it over. She's planning to keep the same policies about trading in books for credit and the balance on those accounts. But she's also looking forward to making changes like adding more manga books and new releases, updating the children's section, and partnering with local authors for events.
Wonderful Wednesday is on the way. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Plenty of sunshine, a little more cloud coverage. Yakima, Toppenish areas this morning, but still fine conditions. Current temperatures from the mid to upper 40s to lower 50s, so just a little bit warmer than yesterday, and that's the theme for today. We're just a little bit warmer throughout. Skywatch radar, we are free and clear from precipitation, though tonight and tomorrow night, slight chance of a little shower activity, Ellensburg and Yakima areas. We also remain to see light winds continuing. We're very light this morning, 10 mile per hour to light winds for the next couple of days. Will increase for our weekend, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. So just a little bit of a push as we get into our weekend, a little bit of breeze. So our highs today, we're mostly in the upper 70s, say for Ellensburg right at 73. Looking lovely throughout in the mid-Columbia. We're in the lower 80s to mostly upper 70s, and warmest day of the week by far for the lovely Blue Mountain region. 77 in Walla Walla, 75 in Pendleton. We'll continue to slightly warm up tomorrow, about 2 degrees warmer. Friday, 2 degrees warmer from that. And then by Saturday, we're going to be in the mid to upper 80s. A nice Memorial Day weekend is on the way. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Cap KVUE Local News is back at 5.